do you make of that?
It's hugely frustrating, but certainly a game of two halves in terms of our level of performance as well. I think that was pretty clear to see. Started the game really well, and for 44 of the 45 minutes in the first half I thought we were very good, dominated the game, but it's big moments in games, so it's a really poor goal to lose at the time, and it just gave a little bit of momentum to Kilmarnock going in at half time with something to come back out for, and I think it's a wonder goal to get it back to 2-2. We know that, but our level of performance from that moment was certainly a lot lower than it was in the first half, and a lot of the chances we then went on to give up. Sometimes you need to credit the opposition. They probably smelt a bit of that and really came after us, which is credit to them. But a lot of the opportunities we gave up were all self-inflicted, and that's something that clearly we'll need to improve on, and we'll show the players to make sure. I just explained that to them about the level of performance in second half, difference in first half to second half. And we'll improve, we know we will, but it feels like certainly 2 points dropped because of being 2-0 up in the game, and not how dominant we were first half.
David, off the back of Thursday, the efforts there and the toll that takes on them when you're 2-0 up, is there any element even subconscious that they kind of relax a wee bit?
No, I think that would just be using an excuse. I think anyone looking at it would say, no, it's been well documented that can you go Thursday, Sunday, and if it doesn't get a positive result, it's because they're tired. I think the way we started the game was everything I asked the players for. The intensity we played at, the way we moved the ball. If you're not at it or you're feeling fatigued going into the game, we wouldn't have put in that level of performance. So I do think it's something that the concentration was something second half. It was maybe something that we need to look at. But in terms of how the players are feeling, they're all feeling fresh. They're all feeling like they know second half performance wasn't as good as the first one.
That's what I mean. Rather than tiredness, is that when you're 2-0 up, you've got this game coming up. Do you naturally kind of maybe think, we're doing all right, we're fine, we're in, we've got this?
No, because I think for the 44 minutes until we lost the goal, we were still pushing and still trying to get the third goal. And the way we were playing, as I said, I thought we played some really good stuff, moved the ball well. It was just it's big moments in games. We felt it ourselves in a positive way on Thursday night. Rocky makes a big block and then we go and get man sent off and we go and score not long after. It's big moments in game and momentum shifting, and unfortunately the timing of that goal just before half time handed a bit of momentum to Kilmarnock to come out second half, where if it goes in 2-0 at half time, it's probably certainly saying a slightly different second half, but that would be using excuses. We know from our point of view, looking at ourselves, first half to second half was two very different performances.
It's not often in the last 7 or 8 months that you've kind of had to deal with being disappointed in how they played in a full 45 minutes. How confident are you you've got players in there that even before you say something, they start to sort it out amongst themselves?
Yeah, I think, as I've just said to the players in there, I'm not going to stand and scream and shout. No, as you've said, the level of performance has been very, very good for a number of weeks now, and I speak highly of the group all the time in terms of the togetherness and the collective, like how good they are as a group. That's not going to change after 45 minutes. I mean, it wasn't a lack of effort today. It wasn't trying to do the right things. It was just sometimes the quality at the back end of it or a bit of concentration. It was nothing to do with anything other than that. We'll show the players where they made the mistakes and what you need to learn from them all the time. That's how you learn and that's how you improve as a group. And it's something I've always said as well. Even though through all the good times, we always know, at this level you need to be at your very best for 90 minutes. The game's not 45 minutes long. So certainly improvement to come. And the good thing is we've got a brilliant game to look forward to on Thursday that all the players will be up for, all the players will be ready for. You get the extra day in between as well to prepare. And why wouldn't you be looking forward to that opportunity?
Where do you think the errors you were talking about in the second half, where do you think that sort of stems from? Because it's quite kind of unlike what we've kind of seen for this team for a long time now.
It is. It's very much so. It's that's why it's not something that, if it's happening all the time, you would start to think there's maybe an issue with it. One thing we do though is we're accountable all the time, and that's from the top right all the way down. We'll go over it, we'll assess it, we'll find out exactly why we think it happened, and make sure that come Thursday the players are, know that they've still got my full belief to go out there and go and perform again, because they don't turn into a bad player for 45 minutes, that's for sure. So there's certainly improvement to come from where we were. We know that, but it's something that we need to learn from quickly.
Is there a work permit for Miguel? Are you still waiting for that to come through?
Yeah, we're still waiting for that just now. He's one. He won't be available for Thursday anyway because of obviously not being registered for the first leg, and that's just a time thing for how long. We'll obviously try and push it as quickly as we can to get him involved as quickly as we can. But unfortunately, we're kind of relying on the process and how long that takes. But I look forward to welcoming him in and being available for squads.
It's fair to say Ellie enjoyed that moment. How's it been? Do you just watching what he's been through to try and get back to this stage?
Yeah, it's been great. I think he was excellent today, especially first half especially. You've seen that, and when he plays like that, you know he's a real threat, and he's had to be patient and wait for his opportunity. He's had his own individual, fitness issues and things like that for a wee while, frustrating time for him, and he's had to be patient because the side's been playing really well. He got his opportunity from the start today, and he certainly done himself, done himself well. I thought he was a threat all day. I thought everybody was, and the way we moved the ball, and the front three were causing him all sorts of problems. And when he plays like that, he's a real asset to have. And I think off the back of that, that's the standard that's been set, and that's what you want to see as often as you can.
And the positives, what a delivery from Jerry McGrath for the first goal.
Yeah, listen, as I said, there's a lot of real positives to take from the game. That's why I need to be measured when I'm speaking to players to make sure it's not, all doom and gloom and real disappointment, because clearly there is that initial feeling because it's 2 points dropped, but there's a lot of good in the game as well, and it's part of football. You can't all be plain sailing all the time. You get setbacks, you get adversity within it, and it's about now how we react. And the good thing is it's a real, an exciting one to look forward to on Thursday.
Mark Boyle not starting, was that precautionary? Because I remember last Thursday, he jarred his knee and he was down for a bit ahead of Thursday. Is that why he didn't start the match?
No, his actual knee was okay. It is something we thought about. Obviously, when you look at it, it's also just about freshness. He's played a lot of minutes, a lot of games, and that's what the beauty of the squad is. When you think about that, and trying to freshen the squad up as much as you can because of the schedule that we've got, and that's something that that's why you have the squad. That's why you prepare the way you do. But from a fitness point of view, everybody's fine.
Is Keane Bowie okay?
We hope so. I think it was just a knock. I think the way somebody, a bit of a stramash there when the ball came into the box. So I think if I said somebody landed on him, but he was pretty confident, just a knock more than anything else. But clearly wasn't moving too well, so that was the decision there.